Okay, it's Sunday night. My kind of sometimes least favorite night to cook dinner, but nonetheless, we gotta make something here. So I've got some chicken wings here that are browning, and we're gonna make some chicken cacciatore. And what I wanted to show you was these are, like the leg quarters they call them, and I'm gonna where you can separate it. I don't know if I could do this while I'm holding the phone, but essentially you'll see right in there. That's where the bone is. So I'm going to separate them, as you can see here. These two are two separate pieces, which I want to do. But what I wanted you to see was this is where you separate it, right here. See that fat line there? The line kind of guides you and lets you know where. Okay, so all the chicken is kind of been set up into pieces here. So I'm going to season it with some salt. Remember, like we talked about, season up high. I'm going to do some pepper. And I'm also going to do some of this Italian seasoning. I'm just doing my version of chicken cacciatore, keeping it kind of simple and not kind of going too crazy here. All right, so this has got some stuff. We're going to do pepper, and then we're going to start browning it in the skillet over here. Okay, let's check the chicken. So I wouldn't have it any more crowded than this. I haven't touched it or done anything. I just have been letting it sit and, cook. So, looks great, like some nice color there. And you don't have to have this type of pan either. You do want kind of a low-sided pan. That does help to brown it a little bit better. So now we'll let it brown a little bit on this side. In the meantime, I am slicing up some onions and peppers here in long slices. I'm doing it, not chopped. That's what I think will be better for this. All this stuff here. And let that all cook and soften. Onion and peppers. I just use a shallot because I have a bunch and I feel like I need to use it up. So that was like 1.5 peppers, 1 whole large onion, like 3 or 4 garlic cloves, and 1 shallot. So I'm going to add that now to all. Okay, so I removed the chicken. So it looks really good, right? Some good color on there. It's not fully cooked. You're just browning it, right? And creating all this like yummy flavor there. And here we have some shallots, garlic, onions, a little bit of red left here. I have a little bit of white left here. So we're just going to mix and use them both because why not? That's what I have, and it'll taste good. To pull the moisture out of the pepper so that they can reduce and soften and kind of get nice and soft and delicious. So we'll let those get a little bit softer, and then we're going to add some wine. I have these 2 bottles here that a little bit of red, and then we're going to let that reduce. Okay, so I could hear that it's almost, it's pretty much ready now. It's reduced really well because you could almost hear it like, kind of starting to fry and no longer like boiling. So this looks good. I'm going to grab the chicken and some tomato sauce and start layering it together, and I'll show you how it looks. Because it can kind of shred up nicely. I did some broth and some tomato, just jarred tomato sauce because it's just easier. Oops. Let me get these. Okay, so my thought is here that, I've got that nice color on the chicken. So I think what I'm going to do is put the wings on the bottom here and bury them, pretty well. Wings here. And then I'm going to start layering the other pieces of chicken. And then I think I'm just going to put this whole thing right in the oven and let it finish cooking in the oven. So layer these like kind of on top and then just let it finish in the oven. Looks pretty good. Okay, so I think they fit pretty well, actually. I was actually gonna put them all in the Instapot, like after this point, but I think it's fine. I think I'm just gonna put them in the oven and let it let it cook from there. So here it is. I had it in the oven, looks good. Just brought it out. And I'm cooking some various types of noodles to serve with it. And there's dinner. I'm gonna sprinkle a little basil on top. I have some basil, so that'll be a nice little green on the top, which always adds a little bit of freshness. And I'll stir that in lightly, and there you go. My little quick version of, well, my little version of chicken cacciatore.